بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So we're discussing some of the stories on the statements of Maulana Mahmud Ashraf Usmani rahmatullahi alayhi. So there's a few things he's mentioned here, two things mentioned together. Number one is he had a book shop. So his father, when they moved to Pakistan, I think all the brothers had different bookshops. So in Pakistan, he had one bookshop. So when we do something, we should have more than just the idea of just making money. So it's obviously you have to make a living, you have to make an earning to survive, to pay the bills. But in his bookshop, one of the things you do, you sometimes even make a loss. Because obviously, for example, certain books sell a lot. Like, for example, if you're going to print a book that everybody uses in madrasa, it'll sell. Quduri, you print a good Quduri, it's going to sell. But there's some books which is like useful, but very few people are going to use it. Yes, like how many people teach maybe like a particular book, or there's a new research, but only a few people need this. Now to invest in this, get it published, get it printed, it's going to cost money. And will it sell, not sell? How many people are interested? It might be useful, but how many people are going to use it? So sometimes he said that in his bookshop, he would print certain books just for this intention that at least this thing is in print, whether it sells or not. And even other people give him mashura that you're printing some of these books. I think you made a mistake printing this book because it wouldn't sell. So he goes, yes, we make money from other books. If we make a loss on one or two books, does it make a difference? At least the statements of our teachers, our elders, our ulama are preserved. Yeah? So even when you're doing something, whatever profession you have, accounting, plumbing, electrician, whatever skill you have, you can offer that skill as well. Okay, that I make money in many things. There's a masjid, there's a charity. You can offer your services for free. So well, if you can afford it, I'm not saying you have to, not to put pressure on you, but it's like, okay, I can do this. So let me offer my skills here. Let me offer my ability here. You understand? So everything, yes, you have to make money and you have to earn it, you have to feed a family and you have bills to pay, etc., etc. But everything, sometimes you can't do something fi sabilillah as well. That's the first thing he mentioned. And the second thing he mentions here as well is that he says that he was telling his kids that, whatever you do in life, do it with ihsan. These are my own words. The Prophet ﷺ says, Inna Allah ta'ala yuhibbul ihsana fi kulli shay'in. Allah likes ihsan in everything. In everything you do it properly. Don't cut corners, don't do it halfway. Yes? And he gives an example. He says that I am teaching, and I do iftar, and I teach, and I have this. Because if I was in another field, like if I was in a worldly field, even then I would have tried my utmost to make sure I master this field. So like if you want to become let's say for example, some of you in a 1-year course or a 2-year course, and you finish, and you're going to become something, then don't listen. Like okay, you get enough that I get a job. Like become a specialist in that field. Do something which you excel. Have ihsan in that you're brilliant. You use the best of your capacity to make sure you get the best out of that. And he says in here as well, he goes that even like for example, if you become like mutakhassis and special, whether it's even in the dunya, then you can benefit the people. You can become outstanding. And Maulana Alimiya, Maulana Abu Hassan Ali Nadr rahmatullah, the author of Qisas al-Nabiyin, he used to say that ulama, they have two things, ikhlas and ikhtisas. What does ikhlas mean? Sincerity. That you have the utmost focus that I am doing this solely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My speaking, my teaching, my khutbah, my lecture, my writing, my publishing, everything that I'm doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gain His pleasure. Have ikhlas. If you have ikhlas. Number two, ikhtisas. That what you're doing it, do to the best of your ability. Create that your specialization in that field. You master that field. Yes? Let's say, for example, you're writing. So then don't just write something which is just here and there. You become a hafiz, then become a proper hafiz. You know, qira'ah, do proper qira'ah. You're teaching master teaching. That people look up to your teaching skills are really good. You're giving a speech, you're giving a lecture, learn how to speak, learn how to talk. You say, well, look at yourself first. No? Eating up the words. My accent, I try my best. Yes? But, yes. Other things you're doing. So make it, have ikhtisas in that field. Specialize in that field. And if you have these two things, ikhlas and ikhtisas, then Allah will accept your sincerity, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also, because of speciality, people turn to you. And not turn to you for fame, but people turn to you, then you can use that people's attention, people's coming to you to benefit and get more reward. If you only have one person studying in your class, it may be means of reward, but then the success rate is less. One person every year studying, it may be that Allah rewards you. If you've got 10 people studying, because then what will happen? The success rate is more possibility, the more students will do more work. you have 5 people. So if half the people end up being successful, then if you've only got 1 student every year, 2 students every year, then you get 1 student every year doing something useful. If you've got 20 students and then 10 students do something, you get more reward, more success. So you want to have that not for the sake of the fame and name, but for this purpose that we are able to spread the word of deen more. So what we should do is create ikhtisas. Yeah, so don't do something half-heartedly. So I'm saying that many of you study, you go to work, got other things to do. Some of you join to do Arabic on the first 2 years of the Sanatain course. So if even in this studies, make sure you have ikhtisas. That you do it properly. You're here in madrasa, so you're already here. Why not do it properly? Yes. Why not focus? Why not have you just when you come in, you should like, okay, this the way you put your pens on your desk means I mean business. What pens you have, what highlighters you have, what rulers you have, the way your notebook is laid out. So you can tell straight away, this guy means business. He's here to study. From the notes you write, the way you come to class, and you come in here, it's not ikhtisas. You want to have that speciality in the science. You want to master it. So look, learning these du'as. I'm going to memorize these du'as so that I know these du'as, I know these fada'il, in anything you do. And if you don't complete that alim course and you're going to just do 2 years and you're going to leave, then whatever field you do in the dunya, do it properly so that you excel in this. So you can benefit yourself and you can benefit the ummah. Everybody understand this? Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka.